Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together. This is a full-blown, four-alarm holiday emergency here. We're gonna press on, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
The Tainted Glove Network presents It's Getting Drafty in Here with Magnificent Stan, a show about nothing.
Well, what's the show about? About nothing.
With special guests.
We're on the clock.
Then when are we sending in the ticket? I already sent the ticket.
Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Brian, otherwise known as Magnificent Stan. Today is December 13th, Tuesday, 12 days to Christmas. Figured what would be best to do a Christmas themed episode. So today we're going to do Christmas movies. With me are my guests. We'll start with Steve, movie extraordinaire, He's in the business. He's also a member of the Ass Crew, the all sports scene. How you doing, Steve?
Oh, I'm great, man. Thanks for bringing me on. I am ready to talk Christmas movies. I'm ready to tear classic Christmas movies apart. Let's get into it, man.
You're gonna crush me today. All right, and we also got our buddy Shankster, friend of the show, cinephile, wrestling nerd. What's up, buddy?
Not too much, buddy. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Look forward to it.
Awesome. And then finally, we have our buddy Svo. This is his second time on the show. He is the co-host of Yumper and Svo at the show. He's also a Coca-Cola loving, Android using Superman fanatic. How you doing, Svo?
You suck so much right now. I know why you wanted to put me last. I can't stand you.
Love you.
But I love you even. I like you. I like Shankster even less for his dirtball hat on.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Already.
Oh, my wife reminded
let me get in on this then, and I'll just bring my Gators hat out, and we
go.
This is gonna
all
be
piss
awesome.
him off collectively.
Knowles are
Fucking.
Florida
You guys
State
are going to fucking kill each other, aren't you?
Like seriously, like I said, I would rather you have sex with my sister than wear that hat on this pod.
My wife reminded me. I forgot to mention in Steve's opening there that mug purchaser.
Yes, and it is here.
There you go.
I have seen your last few drafts, Brian. It seems like you get Brandy's luck. So I thought if I bring the mug tonight, I'm going to steal your wife's luck, and I will win this draft.
I'm lucky in life just because of her. So you're good here. But all right, let's get started. As you can see, I have a new fancy ass draft board. I'm pretty excited about. It's not fancy. It's just a spreadsheet. But yeah, let's get started. Svo, you have the first pick. Let's go, bud.
Svo's on the clock. All right. So I know I'm gonna get heckled because Jackie didn't draft any good NES games. So I wanted to avoid cliche Christmas movies. But I'm gonna be pissed if someone else took it. And since I have the first pick, no one is going to take Die Hard from me. So Die Hard is going to be the first overall pick of the Christmas movie draft.
But what about so Bruce Willis has actually said that it's not a Christmas movie.
Bruce Willis also does a lot of cocaine. So we're going to take what Bruce Willis says with a grain of salt.
All right. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I took out a few of my Funko Pops today. One of them's a TV one, but we'll show that one later. But I got our buddy Carl here.
Like I said, I want to go for more like underknown, like lesser known movies, but I was going to be pissed if this movie was taken by somebody else and I couldn't let it pass.
That's fair. I think I'll put in one thing here. I was saying to the guys earlier that like the most boomer thing about me is I very much collect DVDs, collect Blu-rays, and the Blu-ray to Die Hard is a Christmas sweater. So like that, the movie itself.
If they're gonna market it like that, they gotta. Yeah.
Absolutely. Die Hard is a dumb pick, but it's better than fucking Paperboy. So.
Oh my God.
I watch this. I mean, it's Christmas Eve for me. That's what I do. Every Christmas Eve before kids to bed, I throw on Die Hard. It's not Christmas until I see Hans Gruber fall off a Nakatomi Tower. So every year, it's a Christmas movie.
I think Die Hard is great for the people that are over the bullshit lovey-dovey family movies, and you want something that's a little bit more normal, right? Like a good action flick, and that's why I think people flock to it.
It's a textbook action flick. Yes, like there's nothing wrong with Die Hard. That's actually my nephew's favorite movie. Hi, Jonah. He watches. All right, Die Hard.
Look, Die Hard gets taught in film classes all the time too. It's not just like, it's a good movie. It's, you take out the action, you take out the Christmas, it's a classically good movie. It's just really well made.
It is. It's perfect. I mean, you got the perfect bad guy, you got the perfect, the Bruce Willis, the everyman, overcoming everything. I mean, with Powell, Carl Winslow, can't think of his name right. Reginald Johnson. Perfect, and then just the asshole captain and all that. It's just the one-liners. It's everything you wanted in an action movie, especially in the 80s.
Run DMC.
Yeah, there you go. Christmas in Hollis.
Argyle. That's the best name ever. And speaking of perfect villain, is there anything Alan Rickman is bad in?
No,
it doesn't exist.
No.
There was a movie on HBO years ago about Rasputin as a big piece of shit, but he was fucking fantastic as Rasputin.
He was always going to bring it no matter what.
Right. Exactly. So, all right.
Dogma.
He was awesome in Dogma. Even like Love Actually, like everything he's in is phenomenal. So yeah, let's go 2. I'm gonna go with the silly. My buddy Kevin is already in the comments, and I'm gonna mention this is probably his favorite movie. He used to watch it. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he used to watch it every day during the Christmas season. I'm gonna go with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
It's nice.
My favorite thing about Christmas Vacation is, you can watch it at any point and find it funny. Like there's no not finding the hilarity in all of it. But I love the way that they wrote the old people in that movie. The dialogue with the old people, they know elderly people. And I think that shit's hilarious.
I also think that you find something new and funny every single time you see it. Like small little like details, like the stupid things like his Tasmanian Devil Christmas mug. Like it's just goofy little things that make me laugh with that movie.
I was hoping it would fall to me. That was going to be my first pick as well.
Same.
Wow. I thought I was reaching a little bit. Nice.
No, it's so quotable. And I think a great Christmas movie is just so quotable.
I went and saw, actually done twice, watched it with Chevy Chase there and did a Q&A afterwards recently. It's still good. Like he read off his whole, brainless, dickless, piece of shit he is. That's how he kind of ended the Q&A was, hallelujah, holy shit.
That's fantastic.
And, it's like probably the first Christmas movie I watch every year. It's never, Randy Quaid is just phenomenal in it.
In this movie, not as a person.
Yeah, in this movie, it's phenomenal. Yeah. He just keeps throwing up, 85 pounds of dog food and, smashing the light bulbs. It's just everything about it is great.
And my cousin's correct. This is my cousin Justin. Hi, Justin. He said Chevy Chase is kind of a dick.
Except there's a small little correction where it says now Chevy Chase is a dick. Chevy Chase has always been a dick.
Always been a dick.
Vinny Chase is definitely better.
Wow, an Entourage reference in the Christmas movie pod. That makes me. I feel like Baloney and I are going to be good friends.
I texted Svo on Sunday. My wife and I like to watch really stupid Hallmark movies during Christmas holidays, and there was one starring what's his name, Adrian
Grenier, yeah.
Grenier, yeah.
Whose best movie is still Drive Me Crazy with Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh God.
No, his best movie was Medellin. It was just robbed by a dictatorial director that just wouldn't give it over.
First of all, you already wore the Gators hat, right? So you pissed me off once. But Are you kidding me? I am Queens Boulevard. You're gonna go Medellin over
that's
Queens
fair.
Boulevard?
Look, I think if Medellin is edited by an actual editor and not the director, it's an Oscar winner.
So
Don't
Jackie,
underestimate his
I
Oscar.
do own that.
I absolutely own that as well.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody like they've commercialized the shit out of that movie.
I even tasked Burly Cat with the task of finding me the Tasmanian Devil mug while he's goofing around shopping on his phone.
I was doing a little bit of research the other day on Christmas Vacation, and one thing I found out that was really, really funny. But the old lady Aunt Bethany was the voice of two iconic cartoon characters. Can you name them?
Betty Boop.
And
Don't know the second one.
Olive Oil. That was the last movie she ever did. But yeah, I think that's funny. She kind of makes that movie for a lot of people with her.
Anybody who knows it, you can just say grace to them and they'll know what you mean. Just throw out
last thing. Like I said, they know how to even I'm not even talking about those two old, like the old aunt and uncle, even like their like Clark and can't remember what's the wife's name. Ellen's parents are the best. It's like, what's the line where he worked really hard on it, Grandpa. So do washing machines. what does that even mean? Let's go on to the next one here. What do you got, Steve? What do you got for us?
Yeah, let's do it. So I had a 1A and 1B, and Christmas Vacation was going to be my 1A. So I'm left with this other film. I'm very much of the thought that like film experiences are so much about like the first time you see them. And I came to this movie late in life. It was not later in my own life. I'm not that old, but it was not a movie that I watched as a kid. Like it is for some people, but the first time seeing it was at the Music Box in this like really like communal atmosphere, and it was just this super magical experience that I got to share. So it ends up being something we do every year. So my movie, I don't think it's a stretch. I'm gonna go with It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's just a perfect film, and yeah, I mean it gets to you every single time you watch it. If you let it work on you, it's just a magical film.
Capra at his best, man. That was the I believe that was the only movie where he actually took part in the writing of it. It was initially written by a husband and wife duo, and it's the only time in his entire career where he is like, fuck this, I'm rewriting this. Like it was very, very personal for him. The Gower or the guy that runs the Martini,
the bartender.
Yeah, that is like his family basically. That whole family is based on Capra's, growing up in a family with a Sicilian background.
Yeah. I think it's one of those movies that like I can think about how I would have taken it as a kid. I think it still would have been magical to me, but it's one of those movies that sort of progresses as you progress yourself in life. Just it plays with you at different stages in life. It's a really great film. But I didn't know if it was stretching. I was hoping Christmas Vacation would fall to me. I was hoping Shankster would not pick it, and I could have this in the second round as well.
I don't know how you would consider this, and this isn't me picking on you because of the stupid hat, but this is an elite Christmas movie, right? This is an
elite movie. Period.
It is. But okay, so Shankster, if I pick something else here, are you going to pick this with one of your next two picks?
No, I've probably only seen this fully once, and then obviously this time of year catch bits and pieces of it. I mean, I don't think I remember. Maybe when I watched it, I wasn't blown away by it. It's not that it was a bad movie. Maybe it was just like you said. It's the timing of when you watch it.
Yeah,
the age that you're at when you watch it. It's probably something that I absolutely need to revisit as being older now. And
I think that's the key right there. Like you see these movies because your parents watch them, and you were like, this is boring. Let's watch something else. But then you go back as an adult and you appreciate it. I'm actually going on Sunday with my in-laws and my wife at AMC in Oak Brook to see it, and I'm very excited.
The old theater by my house actually used to show it every year, and then they do a Q&A with
the Paramount.
No, Arcada.
Oh,
And
okay.
they used to do a Q&A with the woman that played Zuzu would come, and they do a Q&A after the movie. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but that was a really cool thing. We never went, but I always kind of wanted to. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I feel like that's like a perfect movie. I would have taken it if Svo had taken Christmas Vacation first. It's a Wonderful Life would have been my pick. So,
Yeah. And then I would have been screwed. I wouldn't have known what to do. That's when Ernest Saves Christmas comes into play.
can we take a moment to talk about how absolutely drop dead gorgeous Donna Reed is in that movie?
We can.
Classic.
Do we only have a moment?
Classic beauty.
Yeah, and the speaking of that, like the shots that stick with me, I still want to figure out how to do it. The hat, when he passes him the hat, and it's like this first night scene where he comes home and they've made up this old decrepit house to look like this beautiful trip, and we get the water dripping off of it, and like I've always wanted to figure out how to do that. I just want to look as cool as Jimmy Stewart, but I don't know how to do it.
He comes off as cool and aloof at the same time. He's a tremendous person, tremendous actor. Just all around, there's nothing that Jimmy Stewart did wrong in life, I feel like. But all right, man, let's go Shankster. And real quick, actually, Yumper mentioned this, and it was another thing I looked. It actually did bomb at the theaters when it came out. They paid like $3 or $4 million for it, and it only made like $2 or $3 million.
It's making a lot in residuals, though.
Isn't that like what Christmas movies do? Like a lot of them are like that, you know?
Well, there was a time when it was on TV nonstop, like during the Christmas season, and then NBC Universal bought the rights, and they show it once a year at like 7 p.m. on a Saturday. But like to be able to put it back in theaters now is just a massive W.
They did a really good job. If you've ever watched the colorization version, they actually do a really good job with that.
They do, but you should still watch it in black and white.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Break my film teacher heart, Brian.
All right, Shankster, let's go, buddy.
All right. God, I guess it took two of mine.
You got two here.
All right. So I guess I don't know. This is one I remember watching it in the theater when I was probably 12, and I watched it a lot more with my kids now. So Home Alone is what I'm going to go with. It's just one of my kids, I think was whenever Disney Plus first came out, and they watched it for the first time, and now it's just both of them, 1 and 2 are both just on repeat constantly. And it's just one of those movies that's just fun. It's everything about it, with Pesci and Stern and just everything, just watching it. I think it was on the other night, watching the John Candy sitting in the truck on the way home talking about, he hasn't seen his kid. Let's just hope they don't write a book about him, and then he goes into a story about leaving his kid in a funeral home, and he'll be fine. It took about 6 weeks, but he was okay. Started talking again. So it's just, there's so many just good things about it. And this, obviously, they're talking, what does Kevin's dad do that he can afford to take everybody, and
he sells cocaine.
No, he works for that toy company, Macmillan Toys.
No, it's a front.
I don't get it. No.
He sells cocaine.
I don't get it.
But and then you got this, just the, I remember, I can't remember who it was. I saw a comment from some other day that said if somebody talked to, if they had an uncle who talked to them like Uncle Frank did, their parents would have thrown hands with him, just like calling him a little jerk and just being a
everybody had an uncle like that, though.
Seriously. If you didn't have an uncle like that, then you grow up a pussy, right?
But usually an uncle that talks to you like that is fucking with you, and not like just Uncle Frank's a prick,
Just a cheap bastard is what he is. It's just completely, but it's just, it works for that movie. Just steal the crystal. Oh, this is real crystal. Just shove it in, put it in your purse. So it's just, I think it works on just so many levels. As an adult, it's fun to watch, and then as a kid, remember going to see it in the theater and just watching it.
K Fitz is right. Buzz did become a serial killer.
My aunt who helped raise me, her best friend was actually the piano player, choir director in the scene in the church when he's talking with old man Marley. And it was that was like a cool little thing in our family.
The old man is an underrated character in that movie. He's great.
It's just like with Pesci. I mean, there's just, he had how many years of nothing until Lethal Weapon 2, and then he does this, and it just that trajectory he went on from this stuff. You know, and then remember, like, and you hear about, like, was it John Candy that did this for free, was offered back end on it and turned it down just to do it as a favor to John Hughes.
And a lot of the stuff he did, it was improvised. It wasn't a lot of those scenes weren't even scripted with him and Catherine O'Hara.
You know what's really impressive is how, without any of us knowing, Shankster went from an MGD can to an MGD bottle.
Oh, High Life.
I'm sorry, a High Life, without any one of us knowing. I'm very impressed watching that, man.
Just has it lined up.
Yeah, I do. I got to stay in the stash.
It's some
Maybe a
talent.
growler by the end of the night.
Well, wait, we picked Die Hard, and you didn't show us what you're wearing, Shankster.
Oh, yeah. There
you go.
I'm just impressed I can still fit into it after a few years.
Did anybody ever? Does anybody intend on picking the second one tonight?
I mean, the second one's fantastic. Like, I always thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny that everybody's like, it's okay for him to hang out with this creepy old homeless lady who has all these bird diseases.
It is.
Don't touch her with your hands, Kevin. Jesus,
yeah, but kids will go up to anybody, man.
Right.
No, they don't care.
Oh, Mailman Jack's here. All right, Shankster, let's go with your second one, buddy.
Oh, I think Svo, you mentioned this, and they were maybe in our chat or something. But being a child of divorce and knowing how this works, trying to get around on Christmas Day, 4 Christmases.
Absolute fantastic pick, underrated movie.
So, I mean, like you said, being having parents who I think it was high school freshman year. So then you're trying to balance both of it, going to that. And then as you get older with your significant other, you're trying to go to their family, and then you got to go to, and if they're the same way, you know what it's like to go to all those different places, and it's just, and there's just so much good in that. I mean, just like you said, mistletoe, and he's like, all right. She's like, what's the word? Mistletoe. All right, let's go. And just put the seatbelt back on right away, before they even go in. And his brothers are just hysterical. The kids, and that, Robert Duvall is his dad. Was it?
I think you just nailed it. His brothers, right? Tim McGraw and John Favreau.
Yeah,
like as the unpaid UFC fighters
in their backyard.
And then the way he eats chicken wings while they're playing. What are they playing with? Katie Mixon.
Taboo.
Katie Mixon, by the way, is an absolute smoke show.
Oh God! Yes.
In Eastbound and remember her in Eastbound and Down?
Yep.
Like he's eating the wings and he's just like naming like all the questions. It was hilarious.
And it just wasn't. They're up on the roof and Robert Duvall's like, your grandmother's boyfriend is a first-rate ass sniffer, and you can tell him I said so. It's just because everybody has that where the parent, and luckily I didn't, but I mean, you've seen that with other people that have those parents who just bash the other one's significant other. And it's just, trying to get there. You got, Vince Vaughn's best friend who sleeps with his mom.
Baloney believes in you.
But yeah, he goes, your mom is a very sexual being. I'm going to punch you right in the mouth. Talk about my mom like that. When he's just sitting there, you were my best friend. So you started having sex with my mom. It's just.
Hey, we've all been there.
But everything with, it's just perfect to me. It's just, like you said, when you live that life of having to try to balance everybody and make everybody happy, that you get that movie.
Full disclosure, I've seen it once. I really enjoyed it, and I don't remember any of it.
I'm kind of with you there.
You should rewatch it. You should.
Yeah.
Rewatch
no.
It's good.
I will. You two, you three. Movie recommendations. I will follow.
It's one of those like. Shankster, you're not going to pick for 6 picks, so pick what you want. And it's a good movie, but I don't remember a lot of it.
I know that to me, this wasn't going to last till then. I didn't think it would make it back around. I could be wrong, but I thought that somebody could
Well, you got two guys right here that wouldn't have picked it, but yes, Svo might have.
Svo might have gotten me on that one. I think one of his next two picks, I think he might have taken that one. But I know he said that, but it's just, to me, like you said, when you've been through all that stuff, it's just good. And that was Vince Vaughn still at his peak, I think, when he was doing that comedy and just the lines, and I mean, the one thing that I probably relate to more, I mean, when the kid pukes on him and he starts gagging.
If you do it, I'm going to do it. If you do it, I'm going to do it.
That's me. That is me to a T. When somebody does that, it's like, you get away from me. Get the fuck away. Because it's going to happen if you don't get away. That's absolutely me 100%.
I feel for their plight, because I have to go to two different Brandy's moms, Brandy's dads, and then my family, and then my wife feels obligated to always go because of this. So, by the way, if anybody wants to get me a gift, I have 11 days until my birthday.
I'll give you this beautiful mug. It's a very very nice mug.
I got a hookup already, man.
Oh man,
I got you,
dude. I got so much pottery in this house. It's like coming out my ears.
It's a good problem.
A discount on a MacBook, and then you gave it away. Fucking dirtball.
She loves it, Brandy. Don't you love it?
You're all good.
All right, Steve, what do you got, buddy?
All right, so second round pick. I feel like It's a Wonderful Life might have been too nice for the crowd that we're working in. I want to find a movie that's like kind of the polar opposite of it. And I had mentioned earlier when we were promoting this podcast, like I'm all about stockpiling picks. So I'm happy to pick this film and then trade it to Svo for something else. But I'm going to go with Bad Santa with my second pick.
Yep.
Man, I gotta just release a deep sigh right now because I thought you were going somewhere else. And I'm happy you didn't.
I thought about that one. I wasn't, but
I think I know what Svo's gonna take, and I'm really tempted to. But yeah, Bad Santa's a fucking classic, man. Bad Santa. It's just so disgusting and filthy and funny and the absolute antithesis of Christmas movies. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Brian. Are there people in this pod that haven't seen Bad Santa? Like your viewers that haven't seen Bad Santa?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I
anybody?
Like, I get It's a Wonderful Life, and like I'll even go Die Hard to an extent if you don't like action movies. But it's okay. All right.
It's crass, but it only gets sold with Billy Bob Thornton. He's incredible in it.
Oh yeah,
that's funny you say that because I did a little research and they had a list of actors they wanted if Billy Bob backed out, and I will read them to you right now.
Give it to me.
We got Bobby De Niro. Yeah,
you talking to me?
Here's the one I thought would have done okay. Nobody could do what Billy Bob Thornton did for that movie. Dennis Leary would have been good.
Yeah,
I think he would have overdone it. James Gandolfini.
Now I want to watch.
Svo's got an opinion on that one, I'm sure.
I mean, I just picturing him instead of the salad, and I'm on my fucking lunch break scene. It's just gabagool, like in the mall food court.
But it's like
he's breathing like he just got off the exercise bike. I'm on my fucking lunch break.
Who ate all this fucking ziti?
But there's the thing is like Billy Bob, he like really has like that to me, like he comes across as I have this dirtbag.
Absolutely not.
Dirtbag personality. Like, I mean, not saying that he is, but like he like carries, like you can see like, yeah, that guy could be a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he, like, obviously he's not, but like he's just, it was like he was like perfect for that role. Like, I mean, I know the movie sucked, but like, you know, if you're gonna try to get somebody close to Walter Matthau for Bad News Bears, then you know it's him because he just plays that drunk, just kind of dirtbag.
I love you, Mailman Jack, so much. Henry Winkler. Okay,
now cover him in bees.
That would have been good. That actually would have been pretty good. Now cover him in bees. But one other thing, so the scene when he falls over, going, it's either up or down the escalator at the beginning. He got absolutely hammered drunk to do that scene. Like he was drinking wine all morning and didn't eat, and he straight up passed out while they were filming that.
It's a true method performance.
That's dedication to your craft.
You know,
that's some crazy shit.
The supporting cast and that's great. You know, you have
Bernie Mac, John
Ritter, just so like meek, and he's like trying to talk to Bernie Mac about all the shit he hears from Billy Bob and his Santa. You know, and he's just like trying to get it across, but he's still like afraid to say it.
Yeah, John Ritter was a gem in that one. They were, I believe, they were really good buddies because he did Sling Blade too.
Three's
Billy
Company.
Bob. Yeah,
With him.
he was great in Sling Blade too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go with the next one here. Oh, I got to mention Cloris Leachman on that one too. Cloris Leachman was.
You guys want some sandwiches?
She's a fucking gem.
Is Granny spry?
And then, of course, the scene where Billy Bob's getting it on in the hot tub with Lauren Graham, and she's just going, "Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa!"
Classic quotable. Again, it's a quotable.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? All of these movies so far have been very quotable.
Yeah.
I know my family, my pick and Steve's pick in the first round. Those are two like family classics for us. So, all right, I'm gonna go. I had an idea for my second one, but I think it's gonna fall. For a while, so I think I'm gonna not pick it, and I'll just beat the shit out of one of you if you do. I'm gonna go with Elf for the next one. You know, that one it's just fun. It's silly. It's cast really fucking well, like really well. James Caan is perfect as the guy who doesn't give a shit. Mary Steenburgen is like the voice of reason.
It's really good.
And Zooey Deschanel is great in it. She's just like the Dash, the sarcastic person, cynical, sarcastic person.
Was it Frankie Faison, the department, like the charge of the department?
Fantastic. Santa's got a brand new bag.
he's homies with Jon Favreau. They were in couples retreat together. Yep. They did a bunch of movies together. Elf is a modern day classic. And side note for all you guys, except for Shankster because he doesn't live close in the western suburbs, go see the production at Drury Lane. I went last week with my in-laws and my wife, and it's actually really good. So go see it at Drury Lane because they do a really good, but it's brilliant movie.
I remember I hated this movie the first time I saw it, which was right at release. And it was one of those things where like every joke I felt was in the movie was in the trailer, and it didn't offer me anything new. But as the years have gone on since its release, I've enjoyed it more and more and more. And it has become an every year movie now. And I love the shit out of it. But I just remember really disliking it the very first time I saw it.
We were actually had it on tonight. One of my kids put it on tonight, watching it tonight. And it's, like I said, it wasn't like a go-to for me, but it's still, I mean, and I watched it, I'm like, that's right. This is funny. This has the good parts to it. You know, it's, I know if I haven't watched it, how good it really is.
My favorite line in that whole movie is when he's telling Santa Claus about what Leon told him, and he goes, "Leon's never been anywhere. He doesn't have any feet."
It's a narwhal. Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Hope you find your dad.
I had that shirt for years. Bob Newhart, fantastic in that movie too.
Oh, Papa Elf, absolutely.
Bob Newhart, again, that guy is like Jimmy Stewart. He can't do wrong.
Anytime you see anything that's world's best, it's impossible to not just start yelling like your buddy as well.
You did it!
Congratulations!
What's this? Is a crappy cup of coffee. All right, Svo.
Okay, so when Steve made his second round pick and he said "bat," I freaked out because I thought for sure. So every year, my wife and I, on our anniversary, November 15th, we have our Christmas movie draft. What movies that we're going to watch that season?
We should have had her on.
We do this every year on our anniversary. And then there are movies that I have to watch on my own because she won't watch them. Mm-hmm. Die Hard's one of them. So is the second one. Obviously, I like it for different reasons, but I got to go Batman Returns with my second pick.
I was gonna steal that one from you at one point.
I have to go Batman Returns. Whoa, cool. We got some spam in the chat. Let's go.
We've made it, guys.
We did it. Let's go.
Hey, man, we got 26 people in here right now. That's pretty damn
This
impressive.
thing's popping.
Woo! Mega 69. Let's do this.
Man, way to steal my Batman Returns pick, 69 Mega.
Son of a bitch.
No, I love Batman Returns. It's actually my favorite Batman flick from the Burton trilogy, or from the Burton movies. And also,
you like it more than the first one?
I did. It's also Tim Burton's love letter to, leather fetishes.
I bet you're pretty pissed off. They canceled the Batman, the one they were going to do with Keaton again.
Don't get me started.
Because didn't they say that Pfeiffer was going to be in that one too?
Yeah. But I love Batman. You know how I feel about Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to. Of course, Sam wasn't alive when he came out. Sam listens to Taylor Swift. Any opinion that he says about any of these movies is irrelevant. But yes, Batman Returns is my second pick. And with my third pick, I'm going to go with a Ryan Reynolds classic.
Oh, you know what? Oh, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. We'll do it after the next round. Go ahead.
I'm going to go Just Friends.
Nice.
I had that one.
I almost typed Just Fiends.
Just Friends is absolutely hilarious. Wow. I'm last in Bruhan Luke's rankings. See if I watch your fucking beer reviews now, Luke.
Look, all you have to do is pick Ernest, and it's you go to the top.
I think Just Friends. Oh my God.
So you and Baloney aren't best friends now.
Baloney is my mortal enemy right now. I think Just Friends is hilarious. I think Anna Faris in this movie is so fucking funny.
When isn't she though?
Yeah,
she is good. She picks weird, shitty projects, but she's good.
Yeah.
The mom, like we sing in this household, we sing "Be yourself, be yourself" all the time. Anytime we're struggling.
The only weak thing about that movie is Chris Klein. I'm sorry, just not a fan of that dude.
No, like that's why he's perfect for this, because he's such a douchebag and you hate him already. He's perfect in it.
Yeah. No, I agree, but it's just that movie. It's just I don't remember going into that with just low expectations and just being like, "Wow, this is actually really funny."
Same.
Yeah.
It's like because at that point, Ryan Reynolds, I think it was a TV show that he had, and so it hadn't really, and maybe Van Wilder at that point.
Yeah, Van Wilder was already out, but his career did like this, and now it's back up with Deadpool.
Yeah.
And this was like
what about Mint Mobile? Mint Mobile is what made him.
It is, and whatever his gin, he's got a gin too, right? Aviation. Yeah. But like Anna Faris playing the guitar, and then she microwaves the sushi with like the aluminum foil in the plane.
And just her cluelessness in that whole thing is just
forgiveness.
That's another one I need to watch.
More than saying sorry.
You're such a rom-com nerd, though, Svo. So you had to.
You
pick
have
this one.
no idea.
Oh, I do.
Jackie made a comment about Serendipity. Like, sure. Like, I don't care. I love rom-coms. Like, I draft the shit out of it. I just don't think it's like, I don't know if it's draft worthy with only 6 picks.
Can I tell you a little secret? I like them too.
Don't just say it loud and proud, man.
I do. No,
I don't need to whisper. I love rom-coms.
That's one of those things I love to do with my wife is watch a good rom-com. So it's fun. Ryan Reynolds should have played Fletch. I
agree with that.
That's a really good comment. I like that.
That's a really good one. I just saw that. Yeah, that's a really good.
I haven't seen the John Hamm version of it, so
it's supposed to be really good.
It's supposed to be really good, but I'm sure Ryan Reynolds would have been fantastic.
Okay, I have 3 in the running right now.
Oof.
I'm thinking my other one's gonna keep falling. All right. I'm gonna go with the movie that came out the same weekend as Ghostbusters. Can you answer that one, Svo?
The same weekend as Ghostbusters. Gremlins.
Yes.
I would guess Gremlins too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Gremlins. Mostly because the dad's such a scumbag, and I like
Horrible father.
dirtbag.
Not a scumbag. He's just a terrible father.
He can't. He's just a horrible dad. He's stealing animals from little old men. And
Well, that's false. He paid for that animal.
yeah, but he paid the kid. The kid didn't have the right to do that.
The kid stole him, not him.
Okay, but
Come on, man.
Who's supposed to have morals here, or more so, the kid or the old man?
He got his son a gift that he thought he would really like. So how bad of a father
I'm
is he?
I'm returning your bathroom buddy. You're not going to get it for Christmas, or the smokeless ashtray. They're going away.
The smokeless ashtray doesn't work. No, he's a terrible person. I mean, you got this kid who's what, 24, 25.
Is he? I think he's like 18 or 19.
Isn't he in the bars? Hanging out in the bar?
Yeah, but it's a small town bar. He's probably 17.
Yeah.
Probably like Thick Girl Thursdays, bro. Like, you don't have to have an ID to get in there.
Phoebe Cates wants to get it on with him. That's why she's serving him in the bar. Yeah, I mean, and also, what state was that supposed to be taking place in? Because back then, was it New York?
I think it was New York.
Small town New York. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
It's one of those movies I need to revisit because I've only seen it one time, and it was when I was way too young to watch this movie, and it terrified me. And I am still terrified to come back to it and feel all of those like
So one of the
teenager feelings like this is horrifying to me. I don't want to like reopen those wounds. I'm just they're buried down. I don't want to bring it all back up.
I mean, I even remember I was old enough to remember when it came out. And it never scared me. I was always scared of the old lady in that movie because she was just a terrible person. She literally was telling she was telling Billy that she wanted to torture his fucking dog. Like, just
the part that kills me when they're outside her house.
Yeah,
they're just saying her name like Deagle, and then they go in and then she fucking shoots up the stairway.
Shoots up the stairs. So initially, the final list for Billy was the young. I can't remember the name of the actor.
Zach Galligan.
Yeah, there you go. The other two in the running. This is fucking hilarious. Emilio Estevez and Judd Nelson.
Oh, Jesus.
Judd Nelson is Billy in Gremlins. Like, he's flicking lit cigarettes at him. And like, what is he going to do? Like,
tell stories about his dad.
Corey Feldman in his prime.
I would have loved to have seen Judd Nelson give a speech on Rand Peltzer, though, and how horrible of a father he is, like he did in The Breakfast Club.
He wasn't a bad dad. He was just a loser with a loser stench on him. He loved his kid. He was there for his kid. He just was a bad dad.
He was home for a night, gives him this animal, doesn't really, gives him, a brief description of don't get him wet, don't feed him after midnight, and then he's off on selling off smokeless ashtrays.
What more do you need? If someone says don't feed it after midnight and don't get it wet, you follow the fucking rules.
The original script had Gizmo turning into Spike. Could you imagine how that movie would have turned out if Billy had to kill Gizmo at the end?
I actually got a really sweet Gremlins advent calendar from the Noms for Christmas this year. And I look forward to opening the little toys that come with it every day. And today's was the green gremlin egg. And it's just sitting there.
when it opens and it shits all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah. Corey Feldman doesn't give a shit. Spills water all over him. Then just doesn't care.
What I read about Corey Feldman is he wasn't even going to be in that movie. They didn't need him, but because they pulled his scenes because he was supposed to be Elliot's friend in E.T., and they pulled a couple of scenes from that. They pulled them from the movie altogether because they figured Elliot would be better without friends. And that's why he ended up being in Gremlins.
Look, I just think that, like, if you're gonna blame the dad, you also have to blame like Zach's character. Why are you putting Gizmo on the painting table with a jar of water on there when your dad told you not to get him wet?
Is there no? I mean, I'll give him. He takes some of the credit because is there not a single clock in his house when he goes down from the attic down to the kitchen that he couldn't see that it was after midnight when he fed
Well, you know his dad couldn't fix shit or make shit. None of the clocks worked, dude.
Yeah, the clock didn't work. But also, Phoebe Cates, an absolute just smoke show. Just
even today, she looks amazing.
God,
just amazing.
It's just
the whole scene where she's explaining how her dad died in the chimney. That was totally unnecessary in that movie.
Have you ever seen the Key and Peele sketch for Gremlins 2, where they're like, you know what? Let's just spitball ideas, and one of the guy goes, "What about a gremlin that can shoot electricity?" And he's like, "You know what? It's in the movie. What if we put Hulk Hogan in it in the movie?" The Key and Peele sketch is absolutely hilarious.
I love the old man. God, I can't even think. They drive the tractor through his
tractor, his neighbor. Yeah,
he's a Joe. Was it Joe Dante staple? You know, he was in the Burbs and just was it Demon Night? Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night. He was in and yeah,
he was the whole World War II stuff. Yeah, he was phenomenal. Okay, let us go with round 3, pick 3.
Me, let's do it. All right. So again, being strategic, knowing that Shankster also has kids of his own, I need to pick one of my kids' favorite movies because I promised my 6-year-old that I would pick this. We're gonna go with Muppet Christmas Carol with the next pick because I'm gonna say it's the best of the Christmas carols. We can argue about it, but again, in the same way that like Bad Santa lives on Billy Bob Thornton's performance, Michael Caine is just wonderful in Muppet Christmas Carol and just sells the whole thing.
I think that's a good pick. I think Muppet Christmas Carol is universally loved. I don't have anything bad to say about it. You want to talk about how bad of a dad Michael Caine is? Sure.
He's a terrible Alfred.
Terrible Alfred.
Wasn't Michael Caine Alfred?
He was, but you think he was terrible?
No, I'm just fucking around. I just wanted to get a rise out of Svo. He didn't take the bait, unfortunately.
Oh no, I took the. You didn't see my look
on
my
my
face.
No, I audibly. I mean, we're gonna have people that are listening to this podcast as well. I wish to hear your.
You can't hear my face, buddy.
The worst dad draft.
Worst dad draft.
Can I take mine? With the first overall, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god!
Hey, if anybody that's listened to my pod, I tell stories about my old man all the time. They know that I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know that for sure. Well, I've seen Muppet Christmas Carol and I didn't like it.
What?
And I absolutely love the Muppets. Arguing.
I think we're all on White Sox Twitter for a reason. I think that Muppet Christmas Carol is a fine movie, but it probably should have been signed to a minor league deal. It didn't need to be on this big draft board.
It's the Victor Reyes.
It's the Victor Reyes of Christmas movies.
No.
See that I told you that last round is for worst Christmas movies.
I mean,
you're in trouble, Brian.
Brandy's loving my draft so far. So at least I'm winning that draft.
Shit. She's going to be asleep by the time we're done. I'm not worried about it.
Hey, remember when you told me earlier today that you didn't have plans on Saturday? Yeah, you just pulled yard duty, grandmother. Now your back's going to hurt.
Probably.
Shankster, come through for me. You've watched this movie with your kids, right?
They haven't. It's just hard to get them into it. Oof. They've never really been Muppets. I mean, I think I've seen, again, a one-time thing. It wasn't one that, again, this would be probably before kids. It was just something that was on and watched it. But like, it wasn't one that I'm like, oh, I can never watch this again. It's just, my kids were never big into they never did really the Muppets. They've never gotten into.
Mine either, but this
even the
movie worked
Muppets
for
can't
them.
make 18th century London interesting.
I disagree. The music is wonderful. Treating it as a musical. I know Roxy's in the chat, and Roxy's a huge musical person. She would come through for me too, talking about how great the music is in it.
My sock summer said his kids flat out turned it down tonight in the comments over there.
Oh, I mean, I love Muppets Take Manhattan. I love the Muppet movie. I love the Muppet Show. I love Muppet Babies. I did not like Muppet Christmas Carol. Just didn't hit it for me.
I got nothing.
He wasn't expecting the Allied front to be on the other end.
No. I knew that I was probably stretching for it, but at the end of the day, my priority is always going to be my kids over you three and everybody else. So I couldn't let them down because this is the Christmas season, and it's all about
gotta pick for the kids
as happy as possible.
Like I said, I'm with you on that. Like I said, my kids watch some terrible shit. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's awful sometimes.
It's like taking Jared Mitchell in the first round of the MLB draft
when Mike Trout's available. Yeah, I mean, it's just trust me, they're watching some of this stuff, but it's like you're gonna watch it because it's them, and it's there's been stuff that I'm like, all right, and I trust me, I have stuff down that's because I watched it with my kids. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have watched it otherwise. And I get it, but like I said, it's not. But it is weird because everything you read about it, it's universally loved. It seems like that when they talk about Muppet Christmas Carol, about how good it is. It's just to each their own. It's not that it's
Absolutely.
a bad movie.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know people that love that movie. I'm not, but yeah, I just love how everybody jumped on it.
I am happy being correct in this instance, so I have no problem with it.
Good stuff, Steve. Stick to your guns, pal. All right, Shankster, let's go with the next one. And then I mentioned before we started the show that I had a list that I wanted to read. So after your first pick, I'm going to read the list, and then we go to the next one.
All right. So I'm going to pick a better version of A Christmas Carol. I'm going to go with Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
I was actually surprised it stuck around.
I was too. I'm like, hey, I think so. Another one staple. Watch it probably a few times during this month, every year. Love Bill Murray. It's done great. The whole with just the scumbag. From the Bryce Cummings. The LA slime ball. You got Buster Poindexter is the Ghost of Christmas Past. Carol Kane, I think, is the present to just beats the shit out of him. It's just everything. Everything with Bobcat in that movie is just gold. It is
Bobcat, period.
Yeah, everything that they do in that movie, their interactions of just basically just treating them like dog shit the entire way and just enjoying it is great. And drinking, and I mean, Bill Murray and Tab go together just perfectly. Was it Stoli and Tab in this? Was it Tangeray and Tab in Kingpin? I mean, it's just perfect.
Tangeray and Tab. Watch that perfume out next time. Hi, not you. Hi. I definitely need to watch it again because I haven't watched it in a very long time. But I definitely need to get back to that one. But yeah, that's definitely like a modernization that we all could agree with here. Okay, so I have this list, and I asked the group before we started, should I tell you guys what it is, or should I just read it? They told me just read it. So this is, and I'm not going to read all of it. It's a very long list. This is a list, and I'm going to dedicate this to our buddy who's actually in the chat tonight, My Sock Summer. This is a list of Christmas porno parodies. All right, so we got All I want for Christmas is a gangbang. Christmas comes early. Now that's spelled differently.
I need to take a second. I think my kids are watching this. I need my wife to quickly take them to bed. Just take them away.
I mean, it can't be any worse than Muppet Christmas Carol.
No, they were so happy. You should have heard them cheering in the other room.
No, and if it brings them joy, then good, man. I'm happy you picked it.
Muppet Christmas Carol with cocks. Here comes Santa Claus, and that's we got Frosty the Snow Hoe. Polar Sexpress.
Ooh.
Someone in the comments said moan alone.
Very, very bad Santa. My favorite is Miracle on 69th Street.
Oh no.
Fucking around the Christmas tree. How Cindy Lou saved Christmas for her stepbrother? That's a bit much.
Too far.
All right.
Too far.
Jingle Bell Cock. MILF on a Shelf. All right.
My Sock Summer has every one of those.
Director's
I'm done. I'm done. There's more. I can't do it. I can't. If anybody wants the list, send me a message. I will send it to them.
I think you know how Yumper includes notes for his for our pod? I think you should put that in the notes for this pod.
Those were all of my picks for round 6. So I gotta think of something new.
My saying you're going to hell when he's the one who owns these is just that's pretty ironic there. Oh my god.
Oh, Dougie. All right, let's go. Let's go, Shankster.
Oh,
back to business.
Oh god. All right. God, I think this again. Like I said, if you're going for the kid stuff, probably I'm going to go with the original Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That I like. Judge Reinhold's fantastic in that.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's like I said, it's not. Do I think it's great? No, but I mean, it's more like I said, again, my kids have started watching it. They're watching that new series with it. Mm-hmm. I can't. The second and third ones, I can't do. But the first one to me was good. I remember watching it when it came out. And it was enjoyed it. And like I said, watching it with my kids again, it's like they like it. It's fun. It's nothing too heavy. It's just a nice little story with it, and it's it ties in together with the series. It isn't too bad. But yeah, it's just a like I said, fun movie. With again, you have a kid who's again maybe just because like I said, situation. You have a kid dealing with separated parents, trying to do all that. But it's good. It's lighthearted, and it's not it's nothing great, but it's there. It's a good movie.
Agreed.
Absolutely. It's if it's on, it's one of those movies. If it's on, I'll just pop it on. I'll watch even if it's halfway through. I'll just watch it because it's silly and it's fun.
It's one of the few movie roles that Tim Allen can actually pull off as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
yeah. You ever see Big Trouble?
Yeah,
that wasn't bad.
He's fantastic. That movie, that movie would have done. That movie would have done so much more if it didn't happen like right around 9/11.
Yeah. Sizemore, and that's great. Sizemore in Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Rene Russo, Stanley Tucci is phenomenal in that.
Not a Wild Hogs fan.
What's his name?
Dennis Farina. Yeah, good
Dennis
job.
Farina looks exactly like my wife's dad. All right, let's go, Steve. What do you got?
Moving on. All right. Okay, so growing up, my family hosted a Christmas party every year. where we sort of made cookies, we decorated, we played Christmas music, we had a great time, and it always ended with us ordering Giordano's and watching Christmas Story. So we're going to go with A Christmas Story next. I think it's a classic Christmas movie. I'm at the point, weirdly, where having watched it for like 15 years growing up every single year, I don't watch it a lot as an adult because it sort of got played out, but it's still a classic. It's still very quotable. There are still so many things to love about it. It feels like a very sort of Chicago movie as well.
Absolutely.
No, it's like I said, like you said, it's kind of played out, because it's on every year for the 24 hours. But I think during that, was it Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, I'll watch it at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure.
You have to.
Yeah,
it's also a good movie to have on in the background while you're opening presents or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good redemption pick, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
But
I didn't need redemption, but I'll take it.
Your list is fantastic, with the exception of one.
Denial is not just a river in Egypt, but
I'm looking for everybody to have something to love within my 6 film picks, and I've got the kid. I've got the kids covered. I've got the grandparents covered. I've got us covered. We're good to go.
I'll tell you what, if let's say not that you're gonna, but if anybody ever goes to Cleveland, it's worth the time to go to the house.
Yeah, you were showing me pictures.
We did that. I can't remember how many years ago. Me, my brother, and my dad went, and you pay $10 for the tour of the house. It's done the same. It looks the exact same. They've done it to where it looks. They got like a museum across the street and then a gift shop, and you can do whatever you want. The electric sex is in the window. It's a major award, Roxy.
Show your tabletopper there.
Oh, my leg lamp, my little mini leg lamp. But so we were there, like they told us as they're introducing everything. They said you could try on the pink bunny suit. I told my brother had paid for the tour, and I said I'll keep my $10. I'll put that suit on. So I got the picture of me in the full bunny suit at the top of the steps, like Ralphie did when he comes down, looking like a pink nightmare.
Yeah, I'll throw that up on Twitter afterwards too.
Feel free. Yeah. Like I said, it comes out usually about once a year. That's a profile pic for 24 hours on Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. You could sit under the sink where his brother was when he's like, Dad's gonna kill Ralphie after the swearing thing and stuff like that. But it's if you're ever in Cleveland, you go there for a Sox game. That's what we were there for. Take the time and do the tour. It's definitely worth it.
I have one question. What's so good about Cleveland?
Nothing. Would you want to go there?
You go there on vacation?
Yeah.
I mean, I never heard that before.
Actually, I'm gonna say this, and I say it every time. Cleveland's kind of an underrated city that gets shit on for reasons that it doesn't really deserve.
I've been told that. Yep.
I actually had a great time in Cleveland with my wife.
Just cut that audio, clip that audio, and just have it whenever we need it.
Dude, you can throw that up against me, but I'm not the one that drafted Muppet Christmas Carol in the third round.
Brian, can you please highlight my boy AJ's comment for everybody? I'm here to win the draft. I'm not here to pick a bunch of non-Christmas movies that happen to have Christmas in the background.
It's great, man. If you want to, if you're appealing to the geriatric crowd, you absolutely won the draft.
And the young crowd, buddy.
But yeah, I mean, Cleveland really isn't that bad. But there's definitely, like I said, if you're there, it's definitely worth the time to go check out the house, because you can, like I said, you can do whatever you pretty much. I mean, I know they're trying to sell it now, but you can actually stay there. You can do like a Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, spend the night with your family there.
Wow, that'd be bonkers. I just my wife and I just watched the sequel about a week ago.
First of all, I didn't say it was cool. I said it was underrated, and it gets shit on for no reason, Roxy.
How was the sequel? Not a Christmas Story 2, a Christmas Story Christmas.
Right. So, couple things. Is it nobody intended on picking it, right?
I mean,
maybe in the worst round, but no.
I think your audio is out, Svo. You're on. Your mic is.
I do it every
muted.
time.
It's okay. It's fine. Stay muted. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna. It's, when I see you in Lot G, it's on site, bro. It's on site.
It's on site.
He'll be the one in the Gators jersey.
So, Christmas Story, Christmas. They did a good job of keeping up with the time. They did a good job of keeping the formula where Ralphie would have like occasional like daydreams, like silly daydreams about his like what's going to happen to him if he chooses this. It's fun to see everybody in it again. They're very poor actors. None of them have really done much, and they're really, the acting is pretty rough to watch.
Master Bates, man, that's what I told you. Master Bates wasn't that good, huh? Scott Schwartz.
Nope. The guy who played Farkas was pretty good.
Gotta be better than Christmas Story 2, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or what about the other one that's not actually set at Christmas with Charles Grodin as the dad, and they play like marbles with the bully.
I can't remember that movie, but I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
It's really bad. So anyway, I liked it. I had fun with it. They did a good job being authentic to the formula of that movie. Julie Haggerty, I absolutely love her. They changed the mom's character around a lot, and it's different because I feel like in the original the mom kind of kept the family together. So that was kind of hard. Now, from a personal standpoint, he has to, so that his dad dies. That's the beginning of the movie. Not to break it for you.
I mean, I was gonna watch it.
And throughout the movie, he has to write. So he's a writer, or he's trying to be a writer, and he has to write his dad's obituary. Now, I've had to write a parent's obituary or help write it. So that movie hit me a little, a little difficult to watch at times, but definitely worth a watch. It's fun. It's fun to see. He does wear a pretty badass 1970s Chicago White Sox shirt at the beginning, which is kind of cool because they live on the south side of Chicago. Ralphie and his family, and he's like a struggling writer. They live in this little apartment in south side of Chicago, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I like I said, watch it. It's not great, but okay. I'm still holding on to my other one. I'm going to go ahead and pick it. Nothing to me says Christmas like Dan Aykroyd wearing a Santa Claus suit, eating salmon out of his beard.
Yes,
that's a good pick. This
movie is not only my favorite Christmas movie, and I would have taken it 1-1 if I had an inkling that one of you guys was going to take it. This is my favorite comedy of all time. Favorite Eddie Murphy movie, favorite comedy. It's one of the most quotable movies to me ever. When you was in the tank last night, you were bragging on your limousine.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for filling. But yeah, Trading Places, one of my favorite, like I said, one of my favorite movies of all time. True. Like it's just, I love the tables are turned. Another movie that's so well casted. Jamie Lee Curtis is phenomenal in it. The douchebag principal from Breakfast Club is, oh my God, that guy.
I love when he's on the phone.
Speaks.
He's on the phone on the payphone. Hang on a second. Fuck off.
But yeah, it's one of my it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's my favorite comedy of all time. If we were drafting comedies, I would pick that first overall as well.
That's just so good. Like I probably saw that way too young.
Me too. But my brother and I watched it when I was probably 6 or something.
Yeah, I was probably like 5th, 6th grade, I think, probably when I saw it. And just appreciate it more as an adult. I mean, it's just, I got a buddy. Well, I can text him like a random like quote from a movie, but like, that's one like, they'll just throw shit out there. Like, who's been putting out their cools on my floor? It's so that fits right, Jamie Lee Curtis. But yeah, it's just there's so many good lines. When he's getting arrested, when they
I can see.
Oh shit, I have legs.
But with that great, this is Angel Dust, PCP. It's just
And who plays the police sergeant?
Frank Oz.
Frank Oz, the voice of many Muppets.
Yes.
Frank Oz is a Christmas icon.
Yeah.
But no, it's just there's not a moment of that movie that's not good. The brothers are, the Duke brothers are just, I still
Don Amici's my favorite, one of my favorite actors.
There's something wrong with your brother. Fuck him.
Fuck him. The $1 bet, the gorilla suit, the part with the shitty Belushi brother.
He's the gorilla, isn't he?
I'm a fucking clown.
It's New Year's Eve.
All right.
No, that's definitely a good one. It is
Fantastic movie.
I'm like killing you guys in this draft. I hope you guys realize. I'm just fucking killing you. I thought I did that with the Nintendo one, but apparently the sports bums just had way too much cred.
I don't know. Talk to Brandy, and let's see who's winning the draft.
Okay. She's not a fan of Trading Places, and I don't know why. And I've started to talk to divorce lawyers. Just like file the paperwork, like the judge is like, oh, she doesn't like Trading Places. I get it.
Makes sense.
You get everything. All right, Svo, what's up, man? Round 4, baby.
Before your Eddie Murphy Trading Places pick, this was probably the whitest draft board I've ever seen. It still is really white, so I'm gonna liven it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go Friday After Next. Friday After Next is absolutely hilarious Christmas flick. Ice Cube and his cousin live together. Their rent money gets stolen on Christmas Eve. They got to go work at the shopping mall, the strip mall, to make it up. They throw a Christmas party. Super funny movie. Probably my second favorite in the franchise.
I can't speak on this one because I don't think I've seen it in a couple of decades, but
oh, you should. Also, Cat Williams is in it. Cat Williams is fucking hilarious. Good Christmas movie. Underrated Christmas movie.
Brian doesn't know what to say, so he's going back to comments about Trading Places.
Christmas adjacent. Oh yeah, Terry Crews is in it as well.
Yeah,
sorry, I said, I don't have much to say about it.
I see Sam's comments, and I could have just went with Elf and Home Alone. I could have done that.
There, he's called out everybody in the draft now.
Thank you. You're such a
First of all, I love you guys, but fuck you all. You're the ones when I came into the room. Shankster's got his Oklahoma hat on. You put a Gators hat on just to fuck with me, and now you don't expect me.
For those of you that are listening, Steve just held up a sign that says Android is better than Apple. Our buddy Svo actually works.
Sent from his iPhone.
He's gonna fucking kill you when he sees you, Steve.
Are you gonna use the cord of blood technique on Steve when you run into him at the lot?
The Karate Man.
I think Fitz gets it. Fitz is quoting it. Top flight security of the world, Craig. All right, round 5. We're gonna go back to a romantic comedy with me, and this is an absolute must-watch every year with my wife. The cast is fantastic, and I know a lot of you guys aren't gonna have seen it. I'm gonna go Love the Coopers.
Wow.
Love the Coopers has Ed Helms. It has Marissa Tomei. It's got John Goodman. It's got Diane Keaton. The cast is absolutely fantastic. Steve Martin does the voice of the dog. This movie is severely underrated, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it.
Here I thought you were going to pick a different movie with love as the first word.
That's what I was thinking too. That's funny. That's really funny.
So remember how earlier we talked about how my wife has movies that I pick that she won't watch during Christmas.
Yep.
Die Hard, Batman, whatever. Love Actually and The Holiday are ones that I won't watch. I've watched them, but they bore me to tears.
Oh, Love Actually is hilarious.
And I get it. Like, I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. But Love the Coopers is one that we can all agree on. Like, or my wife and I can agree on. Like, the cast is awesome. The story's good. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you watch it. What do you know, Mailman Jack? Mailman Jack, you can't shit at my house either.
The whole route is getting canceled.
No kidding.
Well, so wait, I don't even honestly I have no knowledge of Love the Coopers.
You
Like zero now. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I'm some with you, man.
It's so good. It's underrated.
This is his Muppet Christmas Carol pick.
The cast is absolutely fantastic. It absolutely might have been in the last round, Fids. It might have been available. But I have my list and no one's picking my last pick either. So fuck it. I was just gonna go with it. I'm not worried about it.
He's picking Silent Night, Deadly Night, isn't he?
Oh, that might not make it around to him. We'll see.
I know, right?
Okay, I'm up here. This is a movie. This is a very old movie that I saw for the first time probably 4 or 5 years ago. I grew up loving musicals. I was actually in a couple like junior high and high school. I'm gonna go with White Christmas. It's just fun. Like it's visually beautiful. They filmed it in the cast, the set is absolutely beautiful. The dancing is awesome. The singing is awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm gonna throw it up on the board here.
Tell you what I got in my prep for this draft. I've got like different picks for first round through 7th round. I've got a couple sleepers. I've got a list of don't draft. And then the very last film is all caps. This movie sucks. White Christmas.
Watch it again.
It's a fun movie and it's a family movie that people watch, but I can't look past like Bing Crosby as a wife beater, anti-Semitic jerk. Like, yeah. I can't look past it. Like, so I get the hatred towards it, but I also get how people that like It's a Wonderful Life would like this movie as well.
Yeah. But I don't. I don't. It has always felt to me like it's a hate it or love it movie. Like either you really love it or you really hate it and you'd never revisit it.
Would you like it better if there were Muppets in it?
100%. Especially if Michael Caine was in the role of Bing Crosby.
This is going to be the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. My first round and 5th round picks go together.
Nice.
Way to tie it all together.
No, and I get it. The Bing Crosby stuff. I definitely understand that. But like I said, it's a fun watch.
You know, Mailman Jack talks shit. How old are you, Mailman Jack? Jesus Christ.
This is one I really can't comment on again. It's been forever, probably since I've seen this.
Yeah, man, like I hadn't seen it until I was like 37 years old or whatever. So like I don't know. I watched it one night. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I was like, this is fun.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I got. This is fun.
Everyone but Shankster has that one pick in their draft where everyone's just like, oh, cool.
So you have a perfect game going, Shank, so you can't screw it up with the last
can't
two
fuck
picks.
it up now.
You need a Dwayne Wise catch in the outfield here, buddy. Keep it going.
No pressure.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep trying to hit my various demographics here. And again, thinking about movies that I own that I enjoy. And I just want to like keep pissing off Svo. I'm gonna go with Love Actually with this pick. Because it is one that I watch usually most holiday seasons. Now, is it a great movie? Is it a good movie? I don't know, but it's really enjoyable. It's really entertaining.
It's really, really well cast. Like really well cast. Yeah.
You didn't piss me off. It's just so boring.
The part with
I'm not going to argue with you because I don't even know if I disagree with you. It's just it's a movie that we watch and it's a movie that we like.
there's some funny stuff in there though, like the dude, like the British dude going to Wisconsin to pick up chicks.
Uh-huh.
And then the two that fall in love and they're like stand-ins for porn.
Yep. Colin Firth showing up to his family's Christmas with a bunch of presents and then leaving immediately and getting that, I hate Uncle Jamie, all those little kids calling out about it. Yeah.
The part where he goes
it's quotable for us.
Absolutely. He goes, Colin Firth goes to find the woman and runs into her family, and the dad's trying to sell off the other sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so you're crazy. It's a fun movie.
I should have said it's not just against Svo too. It's still just trying to win Brandy's heart. That's all I'm here for.
You're going to win Brandy's heart. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hugh Grant dancing. She's right. That was
Great
that
scene.
part's hilarious.
The lobster in the Christmas
Lobster
play.
costume. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's sitting in the car with them.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't
We're here.
fit.
Yeah.
Okay, Shankster. This is going to be his disappointing one.
Yeah, all the pressure's on you here, buddy.
No shit. I mean, I still have a few, and I'm trying to decide on this one. I'm going to go with a classic on this, and I probably shouldn't. And this is the kids one. I'm going to go Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Animated short doesn't count. I'm gonna protest.
Oh, it counts. It totally counts.
It's 35 minutes long, guys. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it with the Ted Lasso Christmas episode.
If it doesn't count, that's fine. It's not a movie.
I'm just fucking with you guys, man.
I think I watched it with my nephew like 418 times.
I just like to get loud.
It's good. And one of those as a kid was watched it as a kid.
It's casted really well.
Yeah, and just like somebody you get Scrooge McDuck, there you go. But no, it's one of those I watched as a kid and remember watching that. It was always one of those that I watched, and I got my kids into it, and it's fun. It's like I said, it's 30 minutes, if that. It was a short. It's just one that again revisit every year, and something like I said again, it was the timing we talked about earlier. It's timing. Watch it as a kid, watch it as an adult with my kids. So it's something that I enjoy.
Totally.
It's fantastic. It's my favorite thing. I used to cry for it as a kid to watch it. I love it. It's just 37 minutes long. That's all.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't sure if that one counted. I had other ones, but
Wow.
I figured.
Yeah. I gotta bust your balls.
I'll count it, man.
Okay.
It's the Christmas season. I'll count it.
Yeah. All right, I appreciate it. Appreciate the leniency.
We didn't set any parameters beforehand,
Yeah.
so no.
And I'm gonna go with every Roseanne Christmas episode ever.
You can. I'm okay with that.
Noel by West Wing, maybe.
There you go.
So,
Okay, what do you got? What do you got for your last one?
all right, this one will probably be just because it's new. I just fucking loved it. Violent Night.
Nice.
When saw it opening weekend, and just it fucking exceeded every expectation. I don't know if you guys have seen. I know Svo's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never look at Bryan Adams' Christmas time song without thinking of this movie. I'll never hear that song without thinking of this movie again. It just had everything. It had the comedy. It had the action. It had callbacks to, without trying to give anything away, because I know a lot of people probably haven't seen it. Just old Christmas stuff that we put on this list. It's called back to these movies that if you're paying attention to it, you can go, yeah, I see this this is here. And it's not like a copycat or a ripoff. It's just an homage to it. It's fun. It's one of those movies where you're just watching it and you're smiling because you're just fucking enjoying it. It's beginning to end. It's perfect, man. It's just when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then watching it, even fucking better. It's just I can't.
That's good to hear because it seemed like one of those movies like potentially where the trailer is better than the actual movie. So I'm actually
not at all.
I'm really glad. I haven't heard a bad thing about it yet, so I am looking forward to going and seeing it.
You know, I know Svo will appreciate the Beverly D'Angelo from basically playing the character from fucking Entourage.
Yeah,
playing Babs from Entourage, basically just foul mouth, fucking mean as shit. Funny, and it's good. It's going to be one of those that I honestly will watch every year at Christmas time.
So, spoiler alert, everyone knows that in our pod, I say a line to Yumper in every episode, and everyone knows what that line is, right?
I was going to bring this up.
At the end of the movie, towards the end of the movie, John Leguizamo is about to kill Santa Claus, and he looks at him dead in the fucking eyes, and he goes, "Christmas dies tonight."
I thought about you guys, that whole thing when he said that.
I fucking lost it in the movie theater because I have said that to Yumper now for 21 fucking episodes of our pod. And I lost it when that happened. It's a really good movie. David Harbour's good. John Leguizamo is actually my favorite part of the movie. He plays like a throwback to a great 80s movie villain. But it's fun. I really enjoyed it.
Did you see it, Steve?
No, I did not see it yet.
Take the kids, man. They'll enjoy it.
It's definitely one. I mean, it's like I said, with kids don't get to the theater much, but that's one that was on the list. No, we're seeing this. It was opening weekend. Which is rare to do, but that's definitely one. And it washed the fucking bad taste of Halloween Kills out of my mouth for last opening weekend movie I went and saw. But if you can see it in the theater, go see it in the theater.
I'm sorry I bought you tickets to see that, man. I really am.
No, it was Batman. You got me tickets to.
Oh, it was Batman. I'm sorry.
We're good. But no, if you can see it in the theater, see it in the theater. It's great. It's funny. It's got action. It's got throwback to other movies. It's great.
Excellent. Okay, Steve, what are we doing?
All right. So last pick of the draft for films that we actually enjoy. I want to use this pick to just get exposure to just this film that blew me away. It's not an unknown film, but I think there are a lot of people that still haven't seen it. It was nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature not too long ago. I want to go with Klaus for my last pick. It is on Netflix. It is so good. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Adults, kids, you're all going to love it. I think it's an incredible film. I think the animation is incredible. And yeah, I was just blown away by it the first time I saw it.
I remember my kids watched it, I think, with their grandma, and came home, we're talking about it and put it on, and was pleasantly surprised by it, man. It was actually better than I thought. Was it Jason Schwartzman and J.K. Simmons?
Yeah,
I think
J.K. Simmons says that. It's an the origin story of Klaus. Yeah.
Yeah, it was better than when they kind of put it on. I'm like, what are you watching? And then it just sat there and watched it with them. But it's a good movie. It really is.
Wow, that's a pretty dynamite cast. Will Sasso, Norm Macdonald. I haven't seen it. I'm just looking it up.
Watch it, man. It's so good. Really
I love it. I love animated shit, and the animation looks bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Svo, did I win you over?
I've always loved you, man. I've always loved you. You're the one that started this. Remember, you started all of this.
Okay. Going off the path again. I'm going to go. This is one of those where, is it a Christmas movie? Isn't it a Christmas movie? But at the end of the day, I'm too old for this shit. I'm going to go original Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Richard Roper says Lethal Weapon is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
I absolutely agree with that.
So
I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. I would say it's as much a Christmas movie as Die Hard.
If Richard Roper says it, then I'm going with it. So,
oof.
He was on your show. He can stay. Yeah. I mean, that's one of my favorite movies, and I'm not a big Mel Gibson guy these days, but that movie's just fucking phenomenal. everything about it. Even Gary Busey is fantastic in it. So, yeah, I mean, there's just silly little pieces of Christmas in there. Or driving through the front window and hitting the Christmas tree, like, you know.
Someone else agrees with you.
Yeah, it was a good enough pick to get the spam going again.
So let me ask one question. What exactly? So let's show this one again. What's that? Oh, okay. I didn't see the. Okay, it's a hot face. Okay.
I mean, it looks like what you were talking about earlier. It looks more of like a money shot face.
I'm gonna read that list again there, Brian, of the top 10.
All right, I'll get it out again. No. But yeah, lethal. I'm gonna go Lethal Weapon. Whether you think it's a Christmas movie or not, I don't really care. It's fun. It's great. It's action. It's everything.
I love it. I mean, yeah.
It makes me want to go in the shower and get hit with a car battery and some sponges. So
Picked that over Fat Man, huh? Went that Mel Gibson Christmas movie over Fat Man.
Did you watch that?
I have not.
I saw Fat Man. I've seen it. Yeah.
Shit. That's on your list for the next round, right?
The worst part is I spent $7 of it to just buy it on iTunes.
Oh Jesus!
Oh boy.
Well, it was That is what it is, right?
All right, Svo, what do you got for last one?
All
Give
right.
it to us.
So Michael Dougherty wrote one of my favorite Halloween movies of all time, Trick or Treat, and he followed it up, and we watched it the other day. I put it in there. Krampus. I'm going with Krampus as my last pick of the draft. I love Krampus. It's just a fun, stupid movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Shut up, Fids. That movie is fantastic. I hope the fucking Mets sign Carlos Correa now, just for you.
I will applaud the pick of Krampus, buddy. I like that movie.
Krampus is so fun, and the beginning where he's at his school play and he just starts beating the shit out of everybody. I want to know. Yeah, no, never mind. I'll talk to Fids in the group chat because that's definitely not the worst Christmas movie.
Well, yeah, he did. I'm sorry, I got it. So there you go. Krampus.
Krampus is awesome. I remember going to see it in the theater and just being absolutely in love with it.
Brian, before we go on to the worst round, can we talk about a couple movies that we're surprised didn't get picked?
Yeah. I actually have a little bit of a list myself, but what do you got?
So I think Nightmare Before Christmas is a great movie. I have a high value on that. I think I saw it in the chat earlier. Charlie Brown Christmas, obviously a classic as well.
I think more so for the music than the movie itself. That's one of those few. Oh no, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying the music is iconic.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Grinch did not make it up on none of the Grinches. Of the Grinch,
yeah. I had the TV version on my list.
I would pick the TV version. I fucking hate the Jim Carrey version.
I don't mind it. I thought the animated one that came out a couple of years ago wasn't bad.
Oh, with Benedict Cumberbatch, it was good.
That one was pretty good. Yeah. Just along the same lines of Grinch, the TV version, you got Frosty, the TV version, with the creepy ass whatever that guy is, magician.
Did you ever see the Mad TV version of the Rudolph?
No.
They had Yukon Cornelius, and it was a gangster movie, putting people's the elves' heads in vices and shit. They do the whole claymation thing of it.
Mad TV always did funny shit like that. I remember they did. What's the little boy with the dog?
Davy and Goliath.
Yeah, they did Davy and Goliath, but it was Davy and the son of Sam. So the dog was telling him to kill people.
No, sorry, it does not rule.
Jim Carrey version. I love Ron Howard, but no.
I like the was it 4 years ago, the animated one that came out? Grinch, better than that Jim Carrey one. That's a good one.
Yep, it was fun. I like anything from that studio that they did like the
Illumination.
Lorax and yeah, that stuff was fun.
They're doing the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That looks phenomenal. We should go see that, Svo.
Done.
Get a big group together.
Yeah.
So Charlie Brown. I had Harry Potter, like the first Harry Potter movie on my list.
Is this was honorable mention?
Yeah, honorable mentions.
One.
The
Go
two
ahead.
versions of Miracle on 34th Street.
Ooh.
Original.
How about just the original? Yeah, I don't know about
the new one. Yeah, the new one is not as good.
See, I like the new one. I like the original, but I like the new one too.
You just like Dylan McDermott, right?
I mean, how can you not?
Like that Family Guy episode where he's Peter's the body warmer for Laura Flynn Boyle, and he's like, Laura, is Dylan McDermott nice in real life?
That's like my second favorite Family Guy reference ever.
Dylan McDermott in the
You're welcome.
campaign is phenomenal.
Yep.
One Christmas movie that for honorable mention for me was, it's been a long time, but I remember it was The Ref with Dennis Leary.
The Ref is fan.
Oh,
I forgot
good movie.
about the Christmas tie-in.
Yeah.
The Ref is a great movie.
I had it on my list and I didn't put it on it, but that's definitely one that was
Deep cut.
That's a good one.
Remember that even though Kevin Spacey's a fucking scumbag, but just the movie itself, and was it Christine Baranski just always shut up, it's Christmas, smacking her kid around, just such a bit, and just the mom. It's like a staple of Christmas movies. You got to have that one just mean ass fucking family member, and it's the mom and the ref. It's just the mom and the ref was just a mean old bitch.
Nobody picked Jingle All the Way.
I need Fids to say this in front of my wife when he comes
Larry
to
the
stay
Cable
with
Guy?
me.
Phil Hartman in Jingle All the Way is top notch.
Absolutely.
So
And then Svo's favorite actor, Jake Lloyd, is in that.
That kid was a fucking brat.
And again, I'm going to tell us for people who are listening to the podcast, he's giving me that look again because he likes
them. Yeah, nothing will ever top his performance in Phantom Menace. It's just it's a real masterclass in acting.
That's the joke. Because Svo said it's his favorite Star Wars movie. Phantom Menace.
You fucking guys.
Yeah, he said the same thing to me. That's amazing.
Oh my lord. Hi, Svo.
At least I haven't pissed him off. Besides my head, I haven't pissed Svo off where he wants to fucking kill me like he does you two guys.
You wore the hat and the shirt when I was at work, man. I couldn't exactly murder you on the sales floor.
Well, I had shoes on too, dude, that had OU on them, just so you know.
That's right, Jackie, and that's a good idea. And if anybody wants to be in an Arnold Schwarzenegger draft, I'm in, and I'll set it up for everybody.
Commando
1-1 for sure. What'd you do with Tully? I let him go.
Don't bother my friend. He's dead tired.
I eat green berets for breakfast. Let off some steam, Bennett. All right, Svo, would you like to start the worst Christmas movie round?
Man, I think they're all... Oh. Sorry, I just got a text from the wife. She said, Fizz can sleep in the garage. We'll be watching Love the Coopers.
I forgot he's staying with you.
The worst Christmas movie. Here's the deal, right? All Christmas movies are usually generally pretty bad, right? They're not great movies.
Yeah, but they give you feelings, and you have feelings.
They give you feelings, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna pick this movie, but I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just not for me. It falls in the same category as Love Actually, and it's The Holiday.
My wife hates you right now.
I think The Holiday is more boring than Love Actually. I will say that. It's long too, or it feels like it's long. Is it actually long?
My wife hates me right now because those are the movies that she puts on. I mean, she hates me for other reasons other than my movie picking skills, but like those are the movies that she puts on when I go to work, and she wants to wrap presents. And she likes those movies, and they're cool. They all have their place in time, just like a Muppet Christmas Carol, just not for me.
You know, The Holiday. That's the one with, what is it, Kate Winslet, Jack Black,
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, yeah.
I couldn't remember if that was that one or the Queen Latifah one.
2 hours and 18 minutes. I mean, that's a long.
That's
a long
last
Christmas
holiday.
movie. That's a long drama period. Like that's
it is.
That's
It's
long.
a very long movie. That's why I don't think I've ever finished it with her.
You can watch Mickey's Christmas Carol 5 times in the length that it'll take you to watch The Holiday.
Or the Ted Lasso Christmas episode 5 times.
Well,
Wait, are we shitting on Ted Lasso? Because
Not
I
at
will
all.
burn this motherfucker down.
That's accurate. I do look like Jack Black playing Santa. Okay, I actually don't have a specific film to pick for this. I'm picking, and I don't think anybody's going to be upset by this, except probably my wife. So why don't we turn this into the picks that piss off our significant others round? No, I'm going to go every movie that's ever been made for Hallmark during the Christmas holidays. There you have that like list of like prerequisites for every single Christmas movie that's on Hallmark. All the women have to be named after something Christmassy. You have like Holly and Hope and Noel and the guy is
And
always
then
like,
she's from the big city, but she's got to go back to her small town to learn to appreciate Christmas.
Yeah, is now a good time or bad time to say that I've written a Hallmark movie?
I've
got the whole guide right here. See?
You got to pay the bills, man. You got to pay the bills.
How to write a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Candace Cameron would like a word, Brian.
Candace Cameron
would like a racist word, buddy.
Candace Cameron's brother would get literally curb stomped by me. So, I
would enjoy that.
So one thing I do want to mention, and our viewer right now, Jackie and I are going to be doing this at some point. Yeah, my wife wants to divorce me. That's cool. Jackie and I have been discussing this. So I got an account with a website called Playback, and Playback allows you to stream. It's designed for sporting events. You stream the sporting event, and then you basically do what we're doing right now. You have the people chiming in during the sporting event. Now they let me. I've had conversations with them. They're going to let me do other things outside of sports. And one thing I wanted to do was watch Hallmark movies with other people, and basically Mystery Science Theater 3000 them. So that is coming down the way. But yeah, these movies are just terrible, and I can watch the hell out of them because I can make fun of them. I
think that's the point. Like nobody's actually watching these movies thinking this is great cinema.
You ever talk to like a 50-year-old or 60-year-old woman that's watching Hallmark Christmas movies? They fucking love them and they eat them up. And
you can love them, but nobody's still watching it thinking this is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
They started talking about it in October.
It's like eating candy. It's just like something that feels good.
And then you watch the ones.
I had a lady buy an iPad today, and she told me specifically that she was buying it to watch Hallmark Christmas movies on it. But then she proceeded to tell me she would also put Fox News on there, and we should go back to paper ballots. So that was like a real thing that happened today.
Did you see the Venn diagram of those two demographics?
They absolutely it's where the circles meet. They all go together. Absolutely,
it's the perfect storm.
Like I said, I'm here for the slander for Candace Cameron, but I will not tolerate any Danica McKellar slander.
Oh, that's fair.
She's really good at math.
She is.
Yeah,
she is.
The other Hallmark Christmas formula are the ones where they have to let somebody, and this is a Danica McKellar one. I think she's done a couple of them where she's like fish out of water watching a rich person's child. That's what the Adrian Grenier one was.
Watching a widow's kid,
right? Watching a widow's like 3 kids that doesn't have time for them, and
I don't work at the Genius Bar, asshat.
Oh yeah, there's a new one with Bruce Campbell, and it's terrible and awesome at the same time.
Yump will watch that one for sure.
It takes place in Louisiana, and not a single fucking person in the entire movie has a southern
teeth?
accent.
Oh,
They don't.
okay.
Not a single actor has a southern accent in that movie.
Oh man, it's just like Hallmark Christmas movies are the same as Lifetime movies. They're all the same. It's just a different, there's
less murder. There's less murder though.
And the Lifetime ones are just way lower quality. Like at least the Hallmark ones, for the most part, use good equipment. And you would kind of agree with me on that, Steve, right?
Yeah, totally.
Definitely put a little more money into it.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Steve,
Cool.
You got one?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Before Steve makes his pick, Steve was my enemy today, but now it's Sam because Sam went personal. Not everybody can take selfies every single day and post them, buddy, and listen to Taylor Swift. So be careful how you pick on me, my guy.
It's fair. Sam is my enemy every day, so it's okay. It's all good. Let's okay, worst round. I think I would have gone with White Christmas because it is just a classic movie that I don't enjoy at all. But because it's already been picked, give you something new. I think the animation is terrible. I think the story is ridiculous. I think there was no reason to put like a 20-page book with no words into a movie. I'm gonna go with Polar Express for this film. For this.
Wow. Wait, are you sure? Are you sure it's not Polar Sex Express?
Oh, I'm sure.
That's
Okay.
probably better than Polar Express. Like this is a pick where you're absolutely spot on. The animation is fucking awful.
It's terrifying.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's not just bad, it's creepy.
Uh-huh.
While I was making my list the other day, my wife was mentioning how much she liked this movie.
Oh no! I was so close. I was so close to winning her over.
She wants her mug back, dude.
All those Zemeckis
The Chris Van Allsburg book is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The movie is absolutely things that induce nightmares.
But isn't
It
that
should be
like
like
all the
that-
Zemeckis stuff though? With that animation, was it Beowulf and was it A Christmas Carol, and then this? I mean, it was just I've tried to get into this and I can't.
Yeah.
I just-
Oh,
This
Jim
movie
Carrey's
should be-
Christmas Carol with the 3D animation is another piece of shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
This
it's
movie
all
should be
Zemeckis.
one of those 20 to 30
I saw
minute
part of that
movies.
one. Yeah, I did not like that at all.
This should be 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. If you want to make it into a movie, make it a short, nice little TV special, fine. It should not be an hour and a half with 15,000 Tom Hanks characters.
Speaking of Jim Carrey, I actually forgot to mention when I picked Elf that the script was actually written for Jim Carrey.
Way better with Will
There
Ferrell.
probably would have been a sequel if Jim Carrey was in it because Jon Favreau and Will Ferrell fucking hated each other on the set of that movie.
Will Ferrell turned down $30 million.
Huh.
Yeah, they offered him $30 million. But from what he says it's such a perfect movie. He can't do a sequel. There's no. And I agree with him, but yeah, that's he took the principal part of it.
I don't hate anybody that much to turn down that kind of money.
Give it time.
All right, Shankster.
Oh,
Can Shankster cap off an absolute perfect evening for himself?
He took Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's the perfectos.
Well, yeah.
he gave up a CNI single. Okay.
So there's a few that I have, but I remember I think I tried to watch it. I know I never finished it. And as perfect as Christmas Vacation is, the Christmas Vacation 2, the Eddie's Island Getaway, is a fucking abomination.
Wow.
It was, I know it was a TV movie, so I mean, but still, I know you got the original Audrey back, but it was an absolute, cash grab. But it was
Wait, the original Audrey from the first Vacation movie, or from the
Vacation was in it as Audrey, yeah.
There are a number of Christmas sequels you could put here.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, here, take Santa. I thought I debated on that Jack Frost, not the Michael Keaton one. The
Santa Claus. Oh, you could have did Santa Claus 3, Jack
I
Frost.
thought about it. That was a terrible fucking one.
Home Alone 3.
Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg. Santa with muscle.
Santa's with muscle. I was about to say that Hulk Hogan Santa with
Well, there
muscle.
was a lot, but this one is just when you have the Christmas Vacation was just, and I know some people don't like it, but it's that to do that with what they did is I remember watching that on TV and I'm like, this is the biggest piece of shit they could have ever done, and just try to taint what they fucking did with the first movie.
Okay. Yeah. I've never seen it. I've only seen when I saw the poster for it. I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Well, and then who knew that Randy Quaid would turn into like the douche nozzle that he is?
Yeah, he is a total.
Right at home on Twitter.
He's
He
a
should
crazy
have.
person.
Yeah, he absolutely like. I wish that he would have flown into the spaceship for real in Independence Day.
Yeah. It's funny that like the first time I saw Chevy Chase when I went and saw Christmas Vacation, he kind of talked about how crazy Randy Quaid was. The second time I saw him like less than a month ago, he was a little more diplomatic and just said that he does talk to him, but didn't really bash on him like he did the first time. But Chevy Chase is off his. I mean, he's got some memory shit going on, so it's like he had his wife with him who kind of helped him out with a lot of it. But yeah, this, like you said, he should. I wish he really did fly into that Independence Day fucking into the alien spaceship.
End it right there. Yeah,
that movie's fucking terrible. It's just something that never should have been done.
So I have I didn't when Steve was going through his honorable mentions, I was looking at Twitter news. I'm sorry. If it's cool with you, Brian, I have a couple honorable mentions that I like. That I would like.
Absolutely. But I've already said Jackie's deemed me the winner, so I won.
I think Jackie would change her mind if she'd seen all of Shankster's movies. Like, you had a good draft, but I think Shankster won this draft. I think we can all probably. I'm just saying.
It's the white Christmas, isn't it? You guys are just.
Everybody's got one.
When I see you guys, I'm totally gonna fucking tap dance.
Everyone's got one,
Don't say
except
it. Don't finish
except for
that.
Shankster.
But even with my half hour, my 35 minutes,
Yeah, but like your Mickey's Christmas Carol is like when Mark Burley walked Sammy Sosa and then picked him off on the next pitch. Like, like it really is. Like, it's not a bad pick at all. But my couple honorable mentions, some of them were in the chat, but this is a recent one. Obviously, Fids and everybody knows Noel with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader on Disney Plus is so good.
It is.
I would watch Anna Kendrick read the fucking phone book. I really would.
Agreed. Better movie than I expected.
Yeah. I love 8 Crazy Nights. It's a stupid Sandler flick, but it's just fun.
I think you and Sam became friends again because he mentioned that earlier.
Surviving Christmas with Ben Affleck and James Gandolfini is technically my favorite Christmas movie.
Where was Reindeer Games on your list, man?
It's on there, but like I think I like these movies just a little bit more. Why him with Bryan Cranston and what's his name? Sorry, James Franco. Bad Moms Christmas, I think, is really funny when we talk about like pressures of Christmas.
I agree.
And then Christmas with the Cranks is absolutely fantastic movie that I'm surprised wasn't drafted.
Nobody's thinking Fred Claus.
Another newer one that I did enjoy, and just because, and probably because I like the lead more than it was Christmas Chronicles, the first one with Kurt Russell.
And the Easter egg at the end when Goldie Hawn shows up and it's like an overboard. Like I loved it too. Yeah.
And it's, like I said, Kurt Russell, I do just love Kurt Russell, and anything he's in, just think he's great, and
it's fun.
Give me Tango and Cash any day, but it was a fun movie. It was just, again, one of those movies that you can just kind of sit back, relax, and it's not too deep, and it's just enjoyable.
It's funny, Fids just said Eyes Wide Shut, but that's actually playing at the Music Box this week for their alternative Christmas.
It was on when I was looking through some lists online. It actually listed that as a Christmas movie.
Jackie liked the Santa Claus the movie?
Fidelio.
I'll throw one last modern one. I think Happiest Season on Hulu is a decent movie as well.
I don't know that. What is that?
I think that came up the last year. Kristen Stewart, the main guy in shit, or the son in Schitt's Creek is in it as well. Solid little rom-com, a little bit more emotional, but good movie.
And I'm surprised nobody in our age group took 8-Bit Christmas.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you got to see 8-Bit Christmas.
I did not like it.
One
really?
I tried watching Harold and Kumar's 3D Christmas. Oof. Yeah, bad.
That's
cash grab.
That's definitely the weakest link in the three, for sure.
I shut it off. I could not get into it.
That's funny.
It was raw. That was bad, but I saw something. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's another one. Is that a Halloween or is it a Christmas? So
that's what I struggled with.
It's who cares? Like, it's watch it whenever you want, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a great movie.
All right. Well, this was fun. Like I said, I usually expect it to run about an hour, and then we always run 2 hours. So, thanks, guys. This was phenomenal.
Thank you.
This was fun.
Good time.
I wanted to plug everybody's stuff here. Svo, you got Yumper and Svo at the show.
Yes, allegedly. I am the co-host, allegedly, of the Yumper and Svo at the Show podcast.
Hey, Svo, is Steve coming on the next episode to in defense of Muppet Christmas Carol?
You know what? If Steve wants to do that, we actually need an in defense of for the next of.
Yo, let's do it. I'm there.
Yes. There we go.
All right, guys.
Yes, I am the sorry, and then let everybody else plug their stuff.
I got nothing to plug, so I'm good.
Shankster's just a good all around human being. I'm going to plug him there.
Yep, Shankster's a wonderful, wonderful man.
Appreciate you guys, all of you. Thanks for having me on, man. It was a good time.
Yeah. Anytime, dude. I'll have you on for some wrestling ones at some point. That'll be a good time.
Definitely look forward to that.
Right on. Well, you can, Steve. You got anything else, Steve?
No, not really. I'll do a self plug. Just follow me on Twitter. Anything I need to plug, I put out there. I'll have a movie at some point coming out in the summer, hopefully. So if you're interested, just hit me up.
Let me know. I'll plug the shit out of it.
Yeah,
sure, you got it.
All I gotta plug is these three dudes right here, man. Listen, subscribe.
Please subscribe to the Tainted Glove on YouTube. Definitely follow this show.
Oh, you're right, Ali. Sorry, Ali. You can highlight Ali's comments as well. Sure. We can plug the all sports scene. We plugged it at the beginning. We can plug it at the end.
All sports scene. You gotta follow the ass.
The ass is always about the plugs.
I've done that a couple of times. I've had some members of ass on the show. This is the third time actually.
You've done the ass plugs a couple of times, Brian.
I've done ass plugs many times, and they're gonna love the shit out of that soundbite. So thank you, Svo. All right, so don't forget to follow the Tainted Glove on Twitter at the Tainted Glove. You have thetaintedglove.com. You have at Getting Drafty Pod. That's the show here. I am at Magnificent Stan. And we'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks. I do want to plug real quick as well. I will be doing our first playback show on December 28th. We'll have Svo on with me, as well as Brewhand Luke, as we watch the Holiday Bowl. And hopefully don't watch Luke melt down as Oregon loses.
Why don't you watch the Cheez-It Bowl and watch the Knolls get rolled?
We could do that too. I could watch anything I want on that thing. You let me know. I'll get you on there as well. He's got his Gator hat on. But yeah, thank you for thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Again, follow us all over the place, and have a great day.
Go watch the bums. Go watch the bums after this.
Oh yeah. Go watch the bums. Everybody in the room, go watch the bums.
Buddy, don't wait for me.
All right.